your time is definite, you know. When you have a defined lifespan in front of you, it crystallises your thoughts as to what to do at that time. And the one thing I didn't want to do was lose communication with the family and friends that I have. I suppose out of 100 I'd be about 70%. I've lost use of both arms. My legs are weakening. All my personal requirements are left to my wife, Nancy, to do those.
Whatever he needs, he just has to call out to me. But I think the issue will be if his voice goes. Because at the minute I can be in the lounge room or the top bedrooms and I can still hear him. But if his voice goes, I'll have to be virtually beside him all the time. I find when I'm busy, I don't think too much about him. But when I'm not busy, it's like it also comes in. He needed something to occupy him while his motor neurone disease progressed.
It's a progressive disease that will eventually cause me to lose my voice and the use of my limbs. But I've embarked on a trial using a Stentrode device as an option when that does happen, that I'll still be able to communicate with my family and friends.
Now, I'm not a magician. I'm not from another realm. I have a PhD in the field of neural engineering, but now I run a tech company, and we're building something we think is going to be transformative. A technology capable of streaming direct thought for people who, through injury or disease, have lost the capacity to move or speak. A brain-computer interface. Human communication without the need for our mouth, our fingers, just our thoughts.
Hi everyone, this is President Barack Obama. The US and Australia are funding research into a device that could someday allow people to control their prosthetics with their minds and without invasive brain surgery. When implanted into a blood vessel, this network of tiny electrodes can record your brain signals. Technology that has the potential to transform the lives of our wounded warriors and others with disabilities.
Apart from Nick actually making the device, we had to figure out how the hell we were going to get this thing. Once we made this had to then go into a catheter to be delivered.
I mean, they just have pinouts for all the for everything. So.
Except for the ground.
I mean, can we not use
No, they can have a pinout for the ground
current.
as well. We have a pinout to the ground that's going to the big plate on the light.
Yeah, I thought that was internal.
Their normal mirror design have a thing sticking out.
Yeah.
Can we
But
not
they use the lid.
can we have a really long one of that?
Yeah.
What we're doing differently is using the blood vessels as the natural highway into the brain and lacing the inside of the blood vessels with electrodes or sensors that can record activity from the brain. That platform then is like a Bluetooth out of your brain to control a computer or a device where there is no need for a keyboard or a mouse. So this is a truly hands-free, brain-controlled platform of devices to overcome paralysis for people who are dependent on other people.
Graham is the first person in the world to have this put in. I suppose if I'm honest about it all, I want him to do it, but I don't want him to do it because he hasn't got that long. And if something happens on Wednesday, well, it's shorter again. But I've got to be positive, which I am. And he's so keen on it. But that's part of that is just my nature. When I think about it practically, it's good. So when I think about it emotionally, it's not good.
They were knocked over by the rush of sunrise people.
Went out into our front yard, right?
Communication's probably the most important thing in human existence, I think. At least if you can tell people how you feel and express an opinion about how they feel, then that's all worthwhile.
Hello. Nancy Felstead. Oh, that's excellent. Will I be able to see him today? All right then. Thank you. Thank you.
It's all right, Nanny. Is he okay? It's good news, Nanny.
I think most of us were more relieved, but now I think the happiness is kicking in. But yeah, straight after the procedure, we're very much relieved. Everyone's pretty tense, and it's been a huge build-up coming up. So, but I think Tom's definitely the happiest. Right,
You know,
comfortable?
you take that off, you're going to take the last 3 hairs on my chair.
Waxing. It's free waxing session. There are 2 green LED lights that will turn on once we successfully connect to the telemetry unit. And when the system's connected, we'll be able to see the neural signal flowing through. And we'll spend some time studying those signals while the participant performs specific movements or participant thinks about performing those movements.
We record different areas of the brain. We can translate these signals into switches or clicks. If a patient really wants to use the computer, for example, we can offer them a mouse click, and they can start using the mouse as they would have before they were paralysed.
Do you feel like you're getting the hang of it a little bit?
I can't say it any clearer, can I?
Well, you're lucky you didn't write in the speaker, because then a computer will say.
That's excellent.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll make his coffee, pick him up, and then I'll go and hook him up to his brain machine and he can practice.
There you go. Then inbox. So Graham can right now surf the web, write up Word documents, check his emails, do basically everything that a person normally can on a computer, using nothing but his brain and his eyes.
The best way this goes is that someone who's had a severe injury, who has had the best part of their life ripped away from them in terms of independence, gets control back in a way that lets them be their best person.
I can look at his hands and they're still resting on his lap, and I can look at his feet and there's nothing there for him to click. Even now, I find it a bit mind-boggling that he can do that. I sort of got the concept of what they're doing, but how it's working, I still find it a little bit awe-inspiring, actually.
The world just changed when I said yes, I go on the trial. Because all of those things you took for granted suddenly are brought into focus, a lot clearer. And some of the people you meet along that road, a lot of young people, very smart. I mean, this is early days. Who knows what's going to be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you know, it's exciting. So yeah, I'm very, very privileged to be involved in it, yeah.
You're in my gaze, it's so familiar. I'm not alone. Change, it's in your face, it's in your blood, it never leaves you. But a colored sense, mindless ease, it blunts the road, it clips my knees, the way to follow